Hi there Aries, welcome back to my channel The Angel Witch Tarot. If you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. So this reading is for the week of 18th May to the 24th of May 2026. Let's start off with the intuitive oracle cards and see what the spirits want you to know regarding your intuition this week. Wisdom of the heart. The heart's wisdom speaks through intuition. Listen closely. Leap of faith. Follow your intuition and take that courageous leap of faith. Alright, so let's move on to the tarot and see how your week progresses. So we've got the 8 of Cups in reverse, which is saying that you're going to be trying one more time regarding something, but there's going to be a lot of indecision here. A lot of aimless drifting and avoidance, fear of change and fear of loss. And then we have the 2 of Swords upright, which talks about making difficult decisions. You're carefully weighing your options, deciding the pros and cons. There's again a lot of avoidance and you're at a deadlock here. A lot of avoidance. And then we have the Hanged Man in reverse. There's a lot of delays, standstills, there's some sort of resistance towards something, probably change, because the 8 of Cups in reverse talks about how you fear change, fear loss. The Hanged Man talks about fear of sacrifice, which is in reverse. So in reverse it talks about fear of sacrifice and lack of control. And then we have Temperance in reverse, which talks about there being some sort of imbalance, some sort of excess, extremes, overindulgence, probably even alcoholism or addiction. But you're on the path of self-healing and realignment, which is a good thing. And the Star, which has come out upright, which is saying that there's hope and calm coming your way. You have some sort of faith, you have found a purpose, you are going through a renewal stage, spirituality, being spiritually fortunate and having good omen, but you need to rejuvenate a lot for that. And then we have the Tower in reverse, which talks about personal transformations, fear of change, averting or delayed disaster, suffering, collapse, stormy time and restlessness. The Hierophant upright talks about institutions, traditions, religion, society and its rules, social approval, conformity, forgiveness, being bonded to someone or something, seeking mercy or wisdom or trust. It could be talking about that as well. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles, which basically talks about giving or receiving or sharing wealth. It talks about generosity, charity and sharing. Alright. And then we have the King of Wands in reverse, which talks about there being some sort of impulsiveness. You're being very impulsive this week, which you need to hold back on, because that impulsiveness will make you a bit ruthless. You will be setting unachievable expectations, way high expectations than you're supposed to have, and doing things in a hurry, which is not good at all. So you have to slow down a bit, try to calm down, try to think before you make any decisions, because again the 8 of Cups and the 2 of Swords talks about making proper choices, because there's indecision this week. You have to weigh the pros and cons of each decision and then make a choice. Twin flame. Trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will guide you towards them. Gifts. Love's greatest gift is the ability to truly understand one another. For this next set, I want you to think of somebody. It could be anyone, it could even be yourself. Just think of someone and we'll figure out what's in the shadows of this person's heart. Bad timing. Too little too late. This person is taken and not ready to love again. Fierce temper. This person has too many anger issues and dark moods. They might be abusive. Let's move on to the next set, the spirit animals, and see what they have for you guys this week. The Strength Tiger, all about courage, willpower, and strength. It says to use your passion and strength to overcome anything. Visionary Giraffe. It talks about growth, foresight, and vision. It says you need to heighten my awareness and intuition. The my here is the spirit animals. It's being referred to the spirit animal, so it's not me or you. The spirit animals awareness and intuition with your let's say through your prayers or faith, it'll help the spirit animal heighten its awareness and intuition and guide you throughout the week. Alright? I believe in myself and my abilities. Say this as many times as you can throughout the week so that this affirmation turns into a manifestation into real life. I believe in myself and my abilities. Let's move on to the astro dice for the overall energy of the week. So we've got the third house in Aries in Jupiter. So Jupiter is all about growth, abundance, optimism, understanding, luck, expansion, finances, happiness, travel, foreign affairs, gratitude, honor, law, morality, humor, goodwill, generosity, abstract thought. And then we have Aries, which is all about being direct and brave, being fearless, being good at leadership, being authoritative, independent, impulsive, competitive, aggressive, very active. It could also be talking about how self-centered you might be, how passionate you are. It could be related to sports, war, fighting. It could also be talking about your higher authorities, like especially in working environments. It could be your boss or it could be your CEO of the company, something like that. And then Aries also talks about masculinity, male figures, being a self-starter, and it also talks about impatience. Alright, and then we have the third house, and third house is all about your siblings or your peers. It could be hinting at some sort of short distance travel. It could be talking about your school or early education. It could also be talking about the mind and the thinking, how you communicate, your social activities, the media, and the neighbors. Alright, so this is the end of the reading for Aries. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.